walk it to him, going to have to outplay Russell Wilson. Now, they're up against a different task than what they were last week. Tom Brady's not going anywhere. The Statue of Liberty has moved more than 250 years than Tom Brady moves. And you know the Statue of Liberty is when they put it in Ellis Island, it hadn't gone anywhere.
I think that's a gross exaggeration.
No. You know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. But Russell Wilson's going to be everywhere. Pocket, left, right, and he might just take off and get 20 yards rushing. Carson, they can run the football with him, but I'm going to take the Eagles. Like I said, this is their moment. They cannot afford to give up any more ground because the schedule, you know, now all of a sudden they're going to have Miami and they get Washington and they get the Giants twice the next 4 weeks. They can really do some damage. This game will go a long way because I believe they can sweep over the next month. So with that being said, I'm going to take the Eagles 30-24. Their defense played well last week. Seattle, Skip, you know, look at Seattle's defense. The 29th in pass defense, the 28th in sack. The big name guy on that defense is Jadeveon Clowney. He doesn't have a whole lot of sacks, but he's very disruptive. And so with that being said, hopefully Lane Johnson, I'm sure he's still in concussion protocol. He comes back with Peters on the left side. I'm going to take them in a close ball game. They need this game to stay in touch with the Cowboys because I'm anticipating the Cowboys win on Sunday. So we're going to be a game back. And when they come see us, we're going to win that game, and then we'll be game in the front. Yep.
Oh, so if you beat them once, you get 2 games?
No.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. We'll be in the front.
Oh.
Because we beat you guys last. We had the exact same record. I don't know how y'all going to be in front of well, y'all got a better division record. But at the end of the day, we're going to win the division. Y'all going to miss the playoffs. So that's what I'm saying in a nutshell.
We haven't lost a game in the division.
But
defeated.
How that's going to look, Skip? How that's going to look? That's going to look really bad for you. You will lose 1 game in the division and you don't make the playoffs. Ooh. Must be sucks to be a Cowboys fan.
Just a quick historical note. You said this is the Eagles' Waterloo. You realize Napoleon lost at Waterloo.
It's his last dance.
Okay. So are you predicting then that they're going to lose
He
Waterloo?
had to make a last dance?
They're going to win their Waterloo. I get it. Okay.
He had to put
I don't know. I can't put it all together.
You got to make a stand somewhere, Skip. He went down.
I think we have revisionist history going on here, but that's okay.
What they fought this our Liberty Bell moment there. We're going to unite. We're going to stand together and fight.
You're going to crack.
No, we're not.
That's what you're going to do.
I need Aguilar to get some hands. You want to borrow these, Nelson?
Yeah.
Because these things good. They're still in good shape now.
I'm sure they are. I think you can still catch it. I don't know if you could get open, but you could catch it.
I can get open.
Yeah.
I can run one
Maybe if you could push and shove, you could get open. So, my answer to this question is Pro Football Focus yesterday released a ranking of every quarterback in every conceivable throw. Like every way, shape, and form you can throw or deliver a football, they ranked quarterbacks. Your man, and you are in the Hall of Fame, you've been telling me all along last 3 weeks, Russell Wilson is clearly the MVP frontrunner, and you just stated that again, right?
I said he has a small lead over Lamar.
Small lead.
Yes.
Whatever. Depending on what category we're in, you either say he's running away with it.
No. He was running away before last week.
Okay. So Pro Football Focus ranked all these quarterbacks, and guess who? There are 35 different kinds of throws, ways you can play quarterback. And in 8 of the 35 categories, Russell Wilson won. And that won the whole, that just ran away with the poll.
I guess I didn't lie.
You were exactly right.
Thank you very much.
He won 8 categories. He's ranked number 1. Aaron Rodgers had 4. Guess what? Kirk Cousins had 5.
Tell me what your guy got.
My guy had 1, which is first read. My guy, Dak Prescott, he's the best in the league at first read throws.
In other words, the guy's open, he throws it to him, G, and that's what that means.
Okay. By the way, Tom Brady's first in 2 categories, which is pretty interesting since somebody says Tom Brady's washed up across from me. The washed king in all of sports, hashtag washed king, is actually Tom Brady, who wins 2 categories. I don't know how he won. He won best targeting slot receivers.
And Julian Edelman.
Right? All right, I got it. But he also has number 1 in perfect passes, perfectly thrown to away from the defensive leverage or to allow run after catch. The most perfect passes thrown this year by a quarterback, Tom Brady.
Yeah. Guess what he's throwing? He's throwing swing passes to James White. He's throwing the shallow cross option right routes to Julian Edelman.
Swing passes have a sort of subtle brilliance to them if you lead said swinger, right?
Yes.
Okay, lead him for a big game. So Russell Wilson won best overall quarterback.
Best.
He won best throwing inside the numbers.
Yep.
That's pretty good. He was number one in lowest percentage of turnover-worthy plays. That's pretty great.
Thought you had it.
He was best at throwing 1 to 9 yard passes. That's really good. Plus he was best at 20-plus yard passes. What? Boy, that's really...
Throw it short, throw it long. He good at all that.
Number one in scramble drill, Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Wow.
No surprise there.
Number one. Now, this cuts against that. Number one in 5-step drop concept. So on pure pocket passing, he's number one.
Yeah, no surprise.
Wow,
No
5-step
surprise.
drops.
Yeah, all right.
And finally, he's number one on long developing throws, which runs counter to 5-step drops.
Right.
So if it takes a while,
We know that his improvisation skills are second to none, Skip.
8 categories. Runaway, hands down, MVP, Russell Wilson.
I've been saying that.
So I got Russell Wilson over Carson Wentz. Are you kidding me? Over Carson, bounce it to him Wentz? I mean, this is a quarterback mismatch. Am I right?
Okay.
Well, am I right? Carson Wentz won none categories.
It seems on paper that this would be a mismatch. But so did Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson.
Now Carson Wentz is Buster Douglas.
Now,
I'll take that.
so did the Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
The U.S. hockey team against the Soviets.
So you'll say that Carson Wentz will close his eyes and throw one lucky bomb that will hit the visitors right in the jaw, right?
No, well, he better throw that. He better throw that bomb to Zach Ertz because I don't feel comfortable if he throws that ball to Nelson Aguilar.
Okay, so the guy I watched, Carson Wentz against Tom Brady, was mostly awful in that game. And to your credit, you came right in here on Monday and said that.
Yep.
This is a huge turning point game for him. We saw the Bleacher Report piece in which his decline has been precipitous this year from what he once was before he got hurt that year when he was on, I don't know if he's the MVP front runner, but he was right in the middle of the MVP race when he tore up his knee at the Rams out here at the Coliseum. So now his leadership was questioned in the offseason. His accuracy is being questioned. His inability to take what's given to him. There's the quote that Josina Anderson had a few weeks back in which somebody in the locker room, probably a receiver, said even Peyton Manning would check it down every once in a while. He won't do it. He throws home runs, and he still doesn't have his home run catcher in Deshaun back. And it's Zach Ertz or bust a lot of games, so he's just looking for 86 or not. And sometimes he gets 86th.
Well, Goddard's going to come through for us.
Yep. Well, they're both good. Those are two
and maybe
really
Alshon's back.
Yeah.
If Alshon's back.
I think it sounds like he might be.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got all that going for you, but right now, Seattle at 8-2, pretty much on fire. On defense, they're on fire thanks to Jadeveon. He has ignited that defense.
I mean, think about this, Skip. I mean, you can't afford. The Minnesota Vikings are the 6th seed at 8-3. Let that sink in for just a second. They're the 6th seed at 8-3. You can't lose any more games now. That's it.
Okay. So I got Russell Wilson 24-21. I'll give you 21 at home, but I will.
Oh, you'll give us that?
Yep.
Walking to him good for that.
Well, they'll run the ball some and they'll